Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning makes. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jill with Greenwood Girl Cards, and I am coming on to share, of course, another episode of Saturday Morning Makes, which is an open art collaboration that I do each weekend, but you can play along anytime, any day of the week, upload when it's convenient for you, whatever your days off are, whatever day you happen to have time to create, even if it's late at night, you can upload anytime. Hashtag what you're creating, Satmorn Makes. The hashtag is Satmorn Makes, all one word. And everyone in the community that plays along will be coming out to look at what you're creating when they have time. So it's a lot of fun to play along. There's many in the community that play along regularly, and some people just hop on when they have time to create. We all have busy lives. But what I love about creating is it's a chance to feed your soul, to give yourself a break from the stresses of everyday life. Creating art is a wonderful way to do that. Or walking in the rain, or taking a walk in the sunshine, or playing at the beach, whatever makes your soul feel happy. So that's what we're all about here with Saturday Morning Makes. I'm really glad that you're joining me this morning. I'm going to dive in and show you what we're doing. I created some beautiful Prim Star tags. And these ones I sprayed with glitter spray. If you watch to the end of the video, you're going to see a tutorial before they were sprayed, and you can see what they look like in a more rustic style without the glitter on them. But I did spray these with some silver glitter dust. I do not recommend the gold of this product, only the silver and the iridescent, because every time I buy the gold, it clogs. So just be aware of that. This silver, though, is so pretty on the tags. And since these are Christmas tags and are going to go on a tree, I decided to go ahead and spray them. But you can definitely leave them without the spray if you wish. And so I'm going to dive in and show you the products that I use to create these. The inks that I use today are Distress Ink Tea Dye, Distress Ink Vintage Photo, and Distress Oxide Ink Ground Espresso. And those were used to give some definition to the edges of these tags and a little bit of distressing. I used a micro hole punch. This can be purchased at scrapbook.com or any craft store, and it's a very tiny hole punch. I use that. I use these smaller sized eyelets, and if you've ever set an eyelet before, there are different sizes of eyelets. A bigger size and a smaller size are the primary ones. And I use the smaller size, which I think, I'm trying to remember what size it is, millimeter wise, maybe 2 millimeter, I think. And then I set it, of course, with my We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile. And the side that I used was the smaller hole punch, and then the smaller grommet to set, the smaller setting that has the little opening for the smaller eyelets. So I used that. And then for my papers today, from Frantic Stamper, hello Fran, from Frantic Stamper, I used this beautiful paper from Sweden by Maja Designs. And this is the Woodland Christmas, which I believe was last year's. I'm not positive, but I think, yeah, this was 2023's Christmas collection. And I just love their papers. I always treat myself to the new collections when it comes out. This one has little gnomes in it. It has mushrooms, stripes and different patterns, florals, polka dots, and some definite like gingham style papers or plaids. There's also some trees and pine cones at the back. And I believe I made some cards with this paper in those green tones last year. So that is the paper pad. I use this kind of star or snowflake plate die. This is from Concord and Ninth. And I use that to emboss the largest tag. From My Creative Time, I use the Christmas greens. I use these two greens to add to the tags. And then my stars were cut with this die number 657910. And this is a Sizzix Prim star set that I've had for probably 30 years. You can definitely find Prim stars on the market. I just ordered a smaller set of Prim stars from Anna White's Dial Line at Impression Obsession, and I'm waiting for it to come because I also want to make some smaller tags that are layered Prim stars. So I'm very excited for that set to arrive to play with. And then for my tags, I use this Twinkle and Sparkle stamp. And that is from this Christmas Sentiment Tags set. It's right there. And this one is, again, Christmas sentiment tags, and it's from Lily of the Valley. Lily of the Valley is lilyofthevalley.co.uk. That's their website right there. Or you can also go to LOTV DigiShop, all one word, on Etsy. And that will also get you to their shop where you can shop for polymer stamps or digitals. So these sets come digitally as well as in polymer. I used the polymer stamp sets today. The other set that I used was this Festive Definitions. I love this set, and I used the star definition, okay? So those are the two sentiment tags that I used. And then from Amazon last year, I ordered these beautiful heart prim heart buttons in wood, and then also these snowflakes ones, okay, which I think my friend Anna was the one who shared these. I shared these ones, and these are wonderful for making prim tags, and the buttons are just wonderful in general for any project. So those were used, both types. And then from Factory Direct Craft, you guys have seen me share this many times, the different things that I use during Christmas time. And if you want to, you can also order prim stars in rusted metal like this. And what I used today actually were these little bells. Okay, and these are like a 6mm bell. But I have all sorts of different things, snowflakes and bells, and I forget what all is in here, gingerbread men. There's even some hearts like this, some prim hearts made out of metal. So lots of fun things that you can order from Factory Direct Craft. And I always have a stash that I can use on my Christmas projects. So I'll show you really quick. These are my leftover strips. These are the papers that I used. I used this red polka dot with the stripe on the reverse. I don't think I ended up using that, but I did use this floral with the plaid reverse, and then this green stripe with the green polka reverse. So those are all from that Maja Designs paper pad. So, all right, so that is all of the supplies. And I'm gonna put these back in here so I don't forget that I have them. Okay. So that is everything I used to create the tags. Let me get this out of the way, and then I'll walk you through the tags really quick. So, and this is the twine that I used. This is hemp twine you can order from Amazon. And I believe Anna White has this linked on her channel, okay? It's a wonderful twine. So I also use that to tie my tags through. So you can see how cute these turn out. I love how the sparkle added to it is wonderful if you're going to use these as Christmas ornaments on a tree. The light picks up the sparkle and it looks really pretty on your tree. But it looks so cute with the little star definition and the little bell. And then the little greenery and button with the bow tied behind just adds such a sweet detail to this layered tag. And I popped mine up with some Daiso foam tape, and it's a very narrow tape, probably like, I don't know, 0.5 millimeter. You can definitely use 1mm foam tape or even 2mm foam tape if you want more dimension between the layers. So just be aware of that. But I kept these very simple, and was just kind of going for a very simple primitive style tag. So I love how these turned out. I love the one with the twinkle and sparkle too. So sweet. And I hope you enjoyed seeing these for my episode of Saturday Morning Makes today. And don't forget, Two Crafters, One Design is doing cameras. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get a camera project made. I was looking for camera stamps, and I wasn't finding anything. So I thought I had something, but anyway, I didn't find anything to do camera. So then I decided to go ahead and do the tags. But I know I have a bear from Anna White's die line from Impression Obsession. So I definitely will use that for next week. Maybe I can make bear tags next Saturday. So pull out your bears for next weekend and play along. And I'll look forward to seeing more camera projects. Melissa of Mo Creations, I just looked at a video she did, and I saw her cards on Instagram, and I loved how she used the Peachy Keen faces on her camera project. And then she had another beautiful stamp from Picket Fence Studios. So lots of fun. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody that did ice cream projects. I saw so many cute ice cream projects Jana Stamps. She made beautiful ice cream cards. Mary Mickelson made beautiful ice cream cards. I think Gail Banks did an ice cream truck. Just tons of adorable ice cream projects. And then I combined ice cream with the Citrus Punch Mondays. So be sure and take a look at the hashtag Citrus Punch Mondays, because there's so many beautiful projects for that. Pull out your citrus and play along. You have till the end of June for that hashtag. And then there's still lots of Halloween stuff coming up. Lots of people posting Halloween projects. Nettie H Creates is making these little Halloween dolls. I haven't watched the video yet, but I saw a preempt of it and I want to go see it. So just lots of wonderful creating going on. I just so enjoy seeing what everybody is doing, and so appreciate each and every one of you that shares art in this wonderful community. Each one of you is so special. So I hope you're all enjoying your weekend. Thanks for tuning in. And again, right after this is over, you're going to see me putting one of these tags together for some of the people that are new and are still learning to paper craft. I hope you find it helpful. Please let me know in the comments any additional Christmas tags you're really hoping I would make, okay, for this Christmas in July season that we're going through. So I look forward to hearing what you'd like me to make, and I'm still scrambling, trying to come up with ideas for different things to share with you. So thank you guys so much, and don't forget about the My Creative Time release sneak peek starting on Tuesday. I've got to get to work on that. Bye now. Happy Saturday, everybody. This video is going to be attached to my Saturday Morning Makes episode in just a few minutes. I've been working on creating some Prim star tags this morning, and I thought I would turn on the camera and show you how these come together. These are the tags, again, that we're creating, and I will be showing them in a video in just a few minutes. And I'll show you all the products and everything that I used to create them also, okay? So I just love these. You know me, anything primitive and homespun looking is my jam. So let me dive in and show you what we're going to do. So I cut the die 3 times. It's a 4 size die. So the biggest size I embossed with a star embossing plate, and I edged them in 2 colors of ink, tea dye, and then a little bit of ground espresso on the very edges. It's a very dark ink, or you could use vintage photo. But I wanted them to have a slightly darker edge, and then just a little bit of, you know, inking just to distress them. So that's what I did with each of the stars. Each one of them has, you know, some of that brown ink around the edges. This one is embossed. This one is just paper, pattern paper. And then this one is pattern paper, but I've added 2 green fronds. You could use any sort of pine frond that you have in your stash. This could be done with any type of star that you have also, any type of star framelits that you have. And then these buttons, this heart button is a button that I got off of Amazon a couple years ago, and I think a lot of you ordered them, but these come in snowflakes and hearts. And so I have already used hot glue to attach the little button. Let me show this closer on screen here. So this has got twine, and it's the twine that I order from Amazon, and it's the hemp twine. And this is a product that Anna recommended, and I love it. It's the perfect twine. So it's tied through with that to the back, and then it's hot glued over the little pine fronds onto the star. So that's what I've done so far, okay? And the biggest star does have a white backer on it also, because that's going to be the back of my tag. If somebody wanted to use it as a gift tag, that would give them a clean surface to write on. You could stamp it to and from, but most of my tags get used as Christmas ornaments by my family. So I no longer stamp to and froms on my tags. But I do still layer them and try to make them sturdy, okay? So to put this tag together, essentially what you do, after you get all your inking done, you've got your pieces glued to the back, you did your embossing, you know, whatever embossing you want to do. If you want to do embossing, I like to add embossing because it adds texture and detail. Okay, then you're going to start layering your stars together. But before you do that, I like to, well, you could do it either way. You could punch your hole first, you know, size up where the hole needs to be and punch your hole, and then you can set your eyelet. So you just take a little eyelet. These are the ones I got at the thrift store last week. You can order eyelets that are the smaller size on Amazon also. But there's usually the bigger size and the smaller size, and I'm using the smaller size today. And I use it a lot for making tags. So you just put your eyelet through the hole that you already punched, and you're going to use your crocodile, and you're going to punch the hole with the smaller side. So it's the hole punch that's this smaller size on this size. And then once you have your hole punched, you put your eyelet in, and then you're going to take your eyelet setter and just squeeze, okay? And that sets the eyelet into the tag for you. So that part's done. And now we're just going to take our individual stars and stack them up. I've already put foam tape on the back. Today I'm using this foam tape from Daiso because I have nice dark papers and the black color doesn't show through. So that's what I'm using on the back. And you just want to put enough pop dots so that it's nice and stable. And if you want these to hold up for a long time, I do recommend adding just a touch of ink, glue, to the back of your tag. Just, you know, you don't have to do a lot, but glue is going to hold longer than the foam tape, especially depending on humid environments, dry environments, etc. So you're just going to go ahead and line this up on the star. You want to get it as close to the center as you can so that it's aligned. Okay, that's pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good for on camera. And then this third one is going to get popped up on top. So I've got pop dots on this one too, or foam tape. And you could certainly pop them up higher. This is a low foam tape. It's not really high. You can also use a higher, like a 2 millimeter or a 1 millimeter. I think this is like a 0.5 millimeter foam tape. But then you're going to layer that to the center. And that's what your tag is looking like with all the layers put together. And then you need to pick out, you know, what tag you want to use. I did this little star tag with an eyelet, and then I also have this twinkle and sparkle. You could tie both on if you wanted it and add a bell. You could do it a lot of different ways. I think I'm just going to use the twinkle and sparkle because I already did 2 with the star. And so what I'd like to do is get my twine ready, have a loop at the back. I'm going to put the loop through the front of the tag. And it's really much easier when you have the eyelet there to get your twine through. And then I pull my 2 strings through the loop, pull tight, okay? And that's going to put it on there. Then what I like to do is go ahead and tie a knot. Because you don't want your twine to come off during the course of people hanging the tag or, you know, putting it on a gift or whatever. So I always tie a knot in the top, and that sets the loop so that it can't come undone, okay? Then I tie a knot along the top of the tag, and that's where I'm going to put my tags and bells. So I'll put that up. That's probably a little bit long, but we'll leave it. And I don't need quite as much as I cut off, so let me grab my scissors. I'm going to cut a little bit off just to make it easier to work with on camera. And then what you're going to do is, where you tied your knot, you're going to slide your tag that you made with your eyelet down onto this. And then you can add your jingle bell. And did I get a jingle bell out? I forgot to. Let me get one. I just have all sorts of little different jingle bells and different products from Factory Direct Craft. And I'm going to use this little bell, and I'll slide that on here too. I hope you guys can see. You can always zoom in with your fingers if I'm not close enough, if you're on your phone. And then what I like to do, rather than tying a tight knot around the bells, which can sometimes cut the string and the bell will fall off, I just tie another knot. And I pull it down to the bell so that the bell will stay in place. There we go. So that's your tag, and then you can trim off the top of these a little bit. Let me get rid of some of the stuff here on my table. Okay. All right, so if you wanted to, you could definitely add more than one tag, like I said, but that's essentially what these look like. Now, these look beautiful if you spray them with glitter spray, or if you like the rustic style, you can just leave them like this and have them just be very homespun and rustic. So these are the 3 that I did. And again, I'm going to show them on the front part of this video for Saturday morning makes, but I wanted to show you how to put it together and just add this little tutorial. So I hoped you enjoyed seeing these today, and hopefully I was in frame while I filmed this, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. And I'm looking forward to the My Creative Time release starting on Tuesday. So be sure to join us for sneak peeks Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And of course, the beautiful June release will be up on Friday and available. So I'm very excited, and I'll be working most of the weekend and Monday and Tuesday, etc., designing projects for that release. So I will be back with you then. And don't forget, 2 Crafters, 1 Design, camera this week, bear next week. And I am just enjoying the heck out of everybody's ice cream projects from last week too. And the Citrus Punch Monday projects too, from Veronica and So Goodall, VL Ballin 1, Audrey and Veronica, their channel for June. They're doing Citrus Punch Mondays. So don't miss that either. Pull out all your citrus stuff and have fun. All right, I'll be back with you guys soon. See you on Tuesday for sure. Bye now.